Hello, and welcome to Unitary Designation. Today I wanted to talk about something that is, what is this channel about? You know, let's start with the name. Why is it called Unitary Designation? What does that even mean, right? Well, unitary means of a unit. It means singular. It means this unitary level of analysis is correct. So like this one singularly, unitarily. And it also means being part of a unit, part of something bigger, but the singular thing in context of the bigger. And then designation, well, it's a sort of like a command or it's a demarcation. Like you're designated, you're set a task, you're set a specific function. So you're unitarily designated. You're designated to be a unit, to be a unitary, an atomized individual in the greater whole. Like you're designated unitarily. And I got this phrasing from my favorite philosopher, one of my favorite philosophers, maybe the favorite, Søren Kierkegaard, in his book called Fear and Trembling. If there were no eternal consciousness in a man, what would life be but despair? This is the Penguin book. In this book, he talks about Abraham and how Abraham, by choosing to sacrifice his son, Isaac, sort of chose the particular over the universal, where the universal ethic would be don't kill your kid. And he chose the voice of God over the voice of reason. And so Kierkegaard wrestles with the implications of this choice or this paradox. He says here, for faith is just this paradox, that the single individual is higher than the universal. Yeah, though in such a way, be it noted, that the movement is repeated, the movement of faith. That is, that having been in the universal, the single individual now sets himself apart as the particular above the universal. If that is not faith, then Abraham is done for, and faith has never existed in the world, just because it has always existed. So Kierkegaard wrestles with really deep questions in here, and I got the name from that, unitarily designated. Okay, so how does that name demarcates what this content is about? And that's the brilliance of it. It doesn't. It just sets a philosophically highbrow framework for like, okay, so I exist, I'm alive, I'm this body and not other bodies. Now what? Well, this channel is everything that this unitarily designated individual, which you are too, puts out. So if I find Pokemon cards interesting, I'll talk about that. And if I find philosophy interesting, which I'm likely to do, I'll talk about that. So that's what this channel is. It's a medium for discussing all manner of things that I find interesting. So if you like VR, stick around. But don't be surprised if there's a video on Stoicism or existentialism or Pokemon cards coming up. It's all in the bag. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this. I love this. I think I'm in personality traits, the big five. I think I'm very high in openness to experience. So we're just gonna be talking about everything. If you like ideas as much as I do, then you're welcome to tag along, and please leave comments, add your takes, post response videos. I love that stuff. That's what sharing of information and freedom of like expression and freedom of ideas, that's what it's all about. It's about learning and sharing and knowing, and I love it. So yeah, please enjoy your stay. I appreciate you, and thanks for watching.